Glad to see you joined me at Bound to Books. I'm your host, not Princess Jasmine, and today we're here to talk about a book that I promised you in the last book video that I did. So if you haven't watched that yet, what is wrong with you? Go watch that right now. I'm going to have it up here. So do yourself a favor and watch that video. But without further ado, we're going to be talking about Silver Elite by Dani Francis. So I finished this book last weekend and I absolutely ate this book up with a spoon. Could have eaten it with my hands because it was so deliciously good. This happens to be one of the 5-star reads that I read for the month of June, but technically this one counts as July too because I finished it in July, but I started it in June. This book is a dystopian romantasy that literally had me emotionally damaged by the end, and not because it's like sad or anything, but because there is not a second book out yet in this series. So when you get to the end, that's it. Boom, nothing left. And it left me feeling kind of empty on the inside, not gonna lie. So without further ado, we're gonna break down my review of Silver Elite, but like always, there's gonna be 0 spoilers in here because I don't believe in giving spoilers in my reviews. So if you're looking for a spoiler, please feel free to use the door over there because you don't belong here. Well, I have one disclosure for you, and that will be that this book literally left me screaming for more, and there's no more to be had. So you know, Dani Francis may or may not be waiting outside your door asking for the next book. So, watching you, give it to me already, I need it. Let's get into why this book was a 5-star read for me. In a world where having psychic powers means a death sentence, Silver Elite follows Wren Darlington, smirky, powerful mod that does not have one psychic ability, she has 4. And she's been hiding her powers and her true identity for years. Mods like her are hunted and executed without a trial. She's forced to live in hiding in plain sight and not use her abilities at all because one wrong slip up means that her and her uncle's life gets put in danger. And that's exactly what happens at the beginning of the book. She does something that she deemed heroic, and it brought unnecessary attention to her and her uncle, and some events happened, and basically she ends up in the hands of her enemies. Wren Darlington is forced to join the military program that seeks out mods to kill them. So she is recruited by the very military that's hunting her kind of people. And she's given the perfect opportunity to strike from the inside of the corporation. So she's an undercover spy, if you will. So she is actually trying to work with the rebellion, the people who are against the current people of power, if you will, and they have their own governing system, and basically it's just a bunch of mods trying to uprise the government and give themselves a better life. So she wants to work with them. They currently don't know she exists, so they're like, I don't care about you. But when she is recruited to join the military, it's the perfect opportunity for her to not only try to give them trade secrets about what's going on in the military of her enemies, but also she gets really extensive training on how to become a good soldier. Rebellion actually reaches out to her and decides that they're willing to work with her only if she can make it through the extensive training to become the most highly decorated soldier you can be, which is a elite soldier in silver block. And once she does, or if she does, she can join the rebellion. So her only mission is to stay alive, infiltrate the elite squad, and assist in tearing down the system from the inside out. Survival isn't just passing drills and dodging suspicions. She has to keep her powers hidden at all times because her fellow cadets and everybody in this military hunts mods like her, and they all have a deep-rooted hatred for her kind of people. So she not only has to keep her powers hidden and go through brutal training, she's also dealing with Redden at the same time. Cross is her emotionally unavailable, extremely hot commanding officer who sees right through her. He actually caught her shooting early on in the book, and he thought her shooting was the most amazing thing ever. She keeps trying to tell him lies, and he's like, girl, why are you even trying to lie to me? I know you're lying. But he can't prove that she's lying, so he actually is the person who recruited her into the army itself. He's the one who recruited her into the military itself because he thinks that she's got what it takes. But he is only keeping her close because he does not trust her. And for good reason. Their dynamic from the very beginning of the book is so tightly coiled with tension. Tension between these two are so thick, you can really cut it with a knife. They always seem like they're angry with each other, but they're extremely drawn to each other. So she can't get enough of him, but she doesn't want him to know that she wants him. And he is the kind of guy who doesn't chase. He makes girls chase him, and she pretends like she could care less about him, so he's actually chasing her in this one, and it's like, I'm here for it. Anyways, just picture me laying on my bed reading this with my feet up in the air, kicking them back and forth. I love this book so much. It is just swoon worthy. And before you even ask, the spice level in this book is, it's basically not very there. So I would give this book a 4 out of 5 on the chili pepper scale, just because there is multiple scenes in here that does get a little bit spicy for you people who love the spicy scenes. But this book is more about the fast-paced action of her training and what's going on with the war with the mods versus steamy scenes, which I personally love that about this book. Steamy scenes add to the tension between the two characters, but at the end of the day, it doesn't take it away from the actual storyline. I love a good spicy book that actually has a plot, and it's a good plot. This book blends rebellion, romance, and psychic warfare with emotional depth and razor-sharp writing. Wren's internal monologue is both equal parts sassy and vulnerable. And the world's building is immersive without being extremely overwhelming. It's giving Divergent meets X-Men with a romantasy twist, and I'm here for it since page 1. So let's talk characters now. Wren, she's that girl. She's powerful, she's sarcastic, emotionally layered, controlling chaos. The 4 psychic abilities that she currently has makes her a walking weapon. It also makes her a walking dead woman, so she has to use her powers very sparingly, because if anybody notices that she's using them, she's as good as dead. There's been multiple times in the book where somebody she knows or she happens to see out in the wild, somebody get caught doing some powers, and they are immediately executed on sight. So not only is she a walking weapon, she's just trying to survive this training, but she doesn't want to stand out because she has been trained since she was 5 years old by her uncle just to be able to survive on her own. So they were living in the Blacklands, where it's a forest that it is pitch black 24/7. People go in, nobody comes out. So she actually lived there for several years training. So she is exceptional with it. She's got it covered. Besides book work, she's not good at book work. So not only is she trying to flunk out because she does not want to be in the program at first, she is also trying to make it look not so obvious that she is trying to flunk out. But then when she actually starts trying in the program, she's got to tone down her abilities because, well, she spent so much time pretending that she sucked that now it just looks suspicious that now she's amazing at everything she's doing. The emotional stakes in this book is high AF. Every scene hits hard. Every moment feels earned. I'm seeing this story cross Redden, haunted, and emotionally constipated in the most delicious way. His chemistry with Wren, it's explosive, but it's built on lies, trauma, and mistrust. There's secrets involved. He doesn't truly trust her, and she doesn't truly trust him. Bad combination for a relationship. But when they finally do get together, it's not just spicy, it's meaningful. Slow burn, it's exactly that. It slow burns. It is a nice simmer that gradually gets bigger and bigger and bigger until, boom, your pot's over boiling. When the fire finally ignites, I needed a fan and a therapist. May or may not have read those pages over multiple times. Now, let's talk about the rest of the cast. So we are going to be talking about the side characters that makes this book special. Even the side characters build to the plot. They are morally ambiguous. They are full of secrets. And you can't trust anybody, not even somebody you think is your closest friend and ally. I loved every second of it, but it made me have trust issues in real life. Kane, Liddy, Ro, and Adrian all bring something special to the table. And the dynamics between all of them is something to behold. They are one tight-knit family. They train together, they live together, they all love and hate each other just like a family would. So that is another thing that makes this book absolutely nice, because they also get on each other's nerve, which who doesn't love to read family banter? It's giving found family, betrayal, and loyalty all in this one book. So now let's talk about the themes. This book explores themes of survival, secrecy, and resistance. It asks, how do you stay true to yourself when everything around you demands obedience? Strong undertones, psychological tension, found family, and the ethics of power. And let's be real, Wren's journey is all about reclaiming that piece of herself that the world is desperately trying to destroy and erase. It's giving rebellion, it's giving trauma, it's giving I'm not going down without a fight, and if I'm going down, you're going down with me. Emotional impact is devastating in the best way possible. There is moments in this book where I just wanted to curl up in a ball and cry. Moments that made me so angry, I literally just wanted to scream out loud. And moments that just made me get in my feels. Their relationship is such a roller coaster that mentally exhausting. I felt like I was in their relationship. I'm just a bystander watching, but it made me feel like I was like one of them. It was a situation. Dani Francis doesn't just write action, she writes emotion. And it's woven into every scene, every decision. You're not just reading about Wren, you're right alongside her, surviving with her, rooting for her. Silver holds up against other books. Think Divergent meets X-Men meets You've Got Mail. But make it psychic, spicy, and emotionally devastating. It's got the dystopian grit, the forbidden romance, and the kind of tension that makes you want to grind your teeth together. So, are you wondering about the tropes? Because don't worry, we're going to talk about those too. So for tropes, we got enemies to lovers, forced proximity, secret identity, found family, morally gray love interest. And they're all done right. Nothing feels tired, recycled, or forced, which is a blessing in disguise. It feels fresh, intentional, and emotionally grounded. Even the love triangle whisper, you heard that right? Love triangle. Nothing too serious or crazy before you get your panties in a twist. Handled like an adult, and when I mean handled like an adult, we're going to send the other person away to a different base because you're mine situation. Thank you, Dani Francis, for respecting my emotional bandwidth. So like I said, for the spice level, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 on my chili pepper scale. There is tension, there is heat, and there is scenes that are going to make you blush. But it's all woven into that emotional arc we're talking about. It's not just there for shock value or to give you a little bit of entertainment in your life. It actually adds to the storyline and makes it better. My rating for this book, like I said at the beginning of the video, is going to be a 5 out of 5 star rating. I loved every single thing about this book. There's not one thing that I did not love about this book. The characters fit so well together. It seemed like these people were actually my friends, but I didn't know who to trust and who I could trust. Newsflash, don't trust anybody. That's just the name of the game. But you really root alongside the characters. Pacing, the characters, the emotion, the grit, the tension, all of it built up together to make one beautifully cohesive story. I didn't just read this book, I felt it in my soul. And when I tell you I finished this book and felt empty, I'm not even exaggerating. I literally was like, what am I supposed to do now? To wrap up, Silver Elite is chaotic, it's spicy, it's emotionally intelligent, and absolutely unhinged in the best ways possible. Wren and Cross have to be one of my new favorite book couples. They're definitely in my top 5 for sure. I am religiously waiting by my computer to see when the next book is going to be dropped because, let's be honest, I'm pre-ordering this book same day, bro. It's already in my cart. Like, don't even ask me because I already bought it. Hasn't even come out yet and I own this book. Let me know. Dani Francis, if you're watching this, please, just drop me the next book already. I'll literally read for you. I'll write you a thank you letter. I just need this in my life. You can't get me so emotionally invested in characters and then just give me nothing. How dare you write this amazing book and then not have a follow-up? I'm actually upset with you. This book falls into that category of the reason why I absolutely adore reading romanticies in the first place. It puts me in that lovely feeling that I just adore about a romance book, but it has all of my favorite things that a fantasy book is going to have, right? So not only is this book fast-paced action, it's got psychic abilities, it's got powers, it's got people unaliving, from explosions, and this book is extremely fast-paced. As soon as you start, you might as well just clear off your whole schedule because you're going to be reading this book for an entire day, and once you finish it, you're going to feel as empty as I do now. This book is going to make you want to have psychic abilities, but probably not knowing that it could get you killed. It's going to make you question the authority of the government and who should really be in control in the first place, because should it be the mods who have these psychic abilities who was in control beforehand but was treating normal people badly, or should it be the normal people who are now just killing mods just for the sake that they have powers and they don't? So it's one of those power struggle things that really make you think. It satiizes, it gives you that morally gray man vibe, which who doesn't love a book that has a morally gray man? Come on. Let's be honest here. Now, if you've read Silver Elite, please drop down in the comments how you felt about this book. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your opinions on just everything about it. I need to hear from you. And if you are a fan of any sort of reading in general, if you love romantasy, if you love dark romance, if you just love romance books, if you love thrillers, if you love horror books, but you don't have any friends to talk about it with, guess what? There's a place for that, and it is the Book Bestie Discord. So if you are a book bestie and love to have a safe platform where you can discuss your opinions and your thoughts on the books that you're reading and actually have a community that cares about what you think, feel free to click the link down in the description and to join our community, because we're always looking for new people to join our book club. And that's right, we have a Book Bestie Book Club where each month we choose a new book collectively as a group, and at the end of the month we get together and we talk about it. So if that's something you're interested in, click the description for the link, and I hope to see you there. If you have not read Silver Elite by Dani Francis, again, what is wrong with you? Please drop all the books in your TBR. This is the only book that should matter to you. Go read it right now. I'll wait. While you're picking up Silver Elite by Dani Francis, I am going to go start my next book. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you like what's going on here, because let's be honest, who doesn't? Feel free to subscribe to Bound to Books for more book content. And like always, I'll see you on the next one.